Hey guys, it's been a while since I've updated the channel. Just wanted to let you know that the lawn care season ended great. Couldn't have been happier for working basically one day a week. And a lot of things going on for next year. I'll make another video. But what I want to show you in this one is I'm doing beta testing on the Yardbook app. There's Yardbook. If you don't know what Yardbook is, that's what I use my software to run my business. It's free. Go to Yardbook. I think it's yardbook.com. Google search it. But it's great if you're just starting out and you don't have 40 bucks a month for FreshBook or FreshBooks, or I don't even know how much some of the other ones are. But this has worked great for me this year, and I'm really excited because the one thing I felt it was lacking was an app. So when I got the message about would I like to try beta testing for Yardbook, I was like, hell yeah, all over it. So I got a code that they sent me on my email, and it was a link to the app, and I downloaded it on my phone. I run a Samsung Galaxy S5, and it's I don't know what operating system it is, but it's Android. It's the latest version they have out for download. So anyway, just like normal, you know, you're going to tap on it, and I'm just doing slides here from screenshots I took just to make it easier. So when you click on the button, this is what you see. The Yardbook logo opens up. Same thing on the website. If you go to the website, Yardbook is totally cloud-based, so you can use it on anything that's connected to the internet. Everybody seems to have a phone on them, and if you have a business, you definitely have your phone on you. So that's the opening screen there for Yardbook, and once that goes away, this is what you see. Now I've blurred out a lot of stuff in here to protect myself and my customers, because I don't need a bunch of spam, and I definitely don't need people across the world getting phone numbers and addresses of my customers. So you'll see I've blocked a lot of that stuff out. So here's your basic menu: jobs, time clock, properties, customers, sync, and log out. I never log out. You just double tap the back button and it takes you right out. So that's your main screen. I can't do anything up here. I'm sure in the full version you'll be able to have your logo or something cool up there. That's just my email address that goes there for my login. Next, click on the jobs tab, and this screen opens up. Now I fast forwarded to January 4th. It's currently December 30th, 2015. And I fast forwarded because that's when my next automatic lawn jobs come up. And that's all set up in the full version of Yardbook, which is free for your computer, your desktop, laptop, whatever. I'm sure you can do it on a tablet too. But on there, that's where you're going to input everything, all your customers, their addresses. You can set up reoccurring jobs, which is why this reoccurs on Mondays. All my jobs that I did this past season were on Mondays, unless there was rain or something crazy happened, then I would switch the day. But as you can see, it's got your customer name, it's got their address. All mine are set up for 12 a.m. I don't know why. I just haven't went in and changed it in the Yardbook software. So it's got all their addresses and everything. Then you see you got all jobs, filter jobs, and routes. I'll get to that stuff later. You got a search function up here, and you have this, everybody knows, it looks like a Google Map icon, but I'll show you all that later. All you do is basically just anything. You click that on your phone or your tablet, and it brings up your menus. But you can scroll up and down, and this is just the top half of my roster. So we'll go to the next slide. And on these, if you slide left to right, so just do a swipe motion like that, you'll get this little menu here, and it's active, complete, or canceled. So for this customer here, you slide it, it was active. I just finished mowing it, so hit completed, done deal, all good to go. Rain delay, rain day, or something happens, whatever, and you need to cancel, you just hit cancel, and all this stuff syncs up automatically, and it does use data on your phone unless you're connected to Wi-Fi, but it'll sync up and it'll update everything on the software. So when you get home and you pull up Yardbook on your laptop or desktop, whatever. Everything will be synced up. So that's swiping left to right, and you get this little menu. I thought that was cool. And if you hit complete, so I finished Mark's yard, hit complete, still have Sarah's active, Amber's active, Travis, and so forth. And as I go through the day, I'll swipe and I'll hit the completed or canceled, what have you. Next one. As you can see, I just hit cancel just to show you on Sarah's. So if you swipe right to left, like this motion, you'll see under Amber's name, I swiped, say for whatever reason, I forgot where she lived, or you hired somebody and they can download this on their phone and you can sync it up with them, and now they have everything that you have. So say they're new, they can swipe and you'll see the little map icon there. Well, automatically, as soon as you swipe from right to left, boom, what's that? Google Maps. So it pulls up Google Maps. And the next thing you see, it goes into the house. And it's got the address down here and your normal bar. This is Google Maps app on your phone. So at that point, you can just click on their menu item and you can show your location and get directions directly to Amber's house. So, that's down the line for me. I would say probably 2 to 3 years is what I'm looking at, maybe to bring somebody on. I plan on doing everything myself and build this company small, debt-free, just like I've always have, and just continue to maximize my profits and utilize technology the best way I can. Technology is your friend. If you are still carrying around invoices that you hand write out on a carbon copy, and I see it, I see people doing that, and it drives me nuts. But hey, it's your business, it's your time, you waste it how you want. But I'm digital. I'm 38 years old, so there's younger guys below me that are probably doing stuff way crazier than what I'm doing. But this works for me. It's excellent, and I love it. And like I said, down the line, all my contacts will sync over for the other person that, when they log into their account. Next, we're back to the job screen. Don't know what I was going to show on this one, but basically it's the same thing. If you just swipe, it'll take you back here. To get out of this, you just go down and double tap, and it'll take you right back to this screen. That's what it was. Is when I backed out, I went back to this screen. So that's the jobs. Next, this option here is the time clock, which you saw in the very beginning. So when you click on time clock, you got general, driving, lunch, and break. Awesome. And that's also going to be utilized for employees later on down the road. Now, what I plan on doing in 2016, I'm going to utilize this function when I'm out mowing, because I want to account for every second of my day. I want to know where I can cut corners at. I want to know how much time I'm wasting. And I will tell you, when I started getting everything together for taxes this year, I was blown away by how much waste I had money-wise. And I hate to say it, but it's as crazy as it sounds, my waste was in the food category. I guess beef jerky, I love that freaking beef jerky to death, man. But that beef jerky, it is expensive. And I was eating that stuff 2 packs a day when I was out there, easily 2 packs. Not to mention, I was buying Gatorade from the gas station. Everything I was buying from the gas station, so it's automatically marked up. So I wasted a lot of money, and that will not happen next year. Now that I see it, and you can see it on paper, or in my case on the computer, holy crap. So definite cuts are going to happen there. And I can better utilize that money for oil, 2-stroke oil, for blades, for belts, general maintenance stuff, fuel. Crazy thing is my fuel cost and my food cost were damn near the same dollar amount. So that's a little nuts for me. And I mean, I'm not a big guy. I mean, I'm 5'11" and 210, 205, 210. Yeah, I guess that beef jerky tore me up. But anyway, Jack Link's beef jerky, small batch, amazing stuff. Small batch of number 11 to be exact. So this, I'm going to calculate and watch my times next year when I'm working. You know, when I get out there, my trailer will be loaded, ready to go. I'll pull it out of the garage. Boom, hit driving. We take off and drive to the customer's house. When I reach, boom, you hit it again and you hit stop, basically. I probably should have showed that job function there. But then, once I get out of the truck, boom, hit general, put my phone in my pocket, start listening to my tunes, or, if you have an iPod and you can leave your phone in the truck, whatever, but start the timer. And then when the timer's done and I shut the gate on the trailer, I'll get back to the truck, boom, I'm done. That's going to show me how much time I spent on that property. It will also show me how much time I spent driving to the property. You're not going to be able to maximize that much because that's going to be all whatever time in the morning it is that you leave, or the afternoon, lunch hour rush, all that stuff. Traffic is going to slow you down no matter what. So I don't see how you can get faster on that. But with the general, it's going to show me how fast I can get in and out of a property. And when I see on there, I'm like, man, if it seemed high, I need to figure out right then and there, what did I do? Let's retrace my steps. I can open up another app and make some notes, or I can go back. I don't know if I have it on here, but I can go to the customer's profile and I can write notes in there, and I can put it takes 20 minutes or 30 minutes, what have you. I can put those notes in there, and all that stuff is going to sync over to, you got it, the software program. And then when I hire somebody, it will all sync onto their app, so they can say, hey, I say Mike, I hire a guy named Mike Smith, we'll say, and Mike, here's your app, here's how to work it, yada yada. Here's all the information on the properties. This is how long it should take, and you need to be punching in and out on everything you do. That way I can watch Mike. How closely is he to my times? Because nobody's going to work as hard as you are in your business. You will bust your ass for your business, but I guarantee Mike will not bust his ass. And you may lose some employees in that. My full-time position, I work for the world's largest retailer. I work on the distribution side, logistics management, and I fire people left and right. I mean, that's part of my job, so it doesn't affect me. I don't want to fire people, but if they don't want to work, they're out. This app is going to help me do that, and I'm sure there's other apps that will do this. I'm almost positive, but are they free? I don't know. I haven't looked. I found Yardbook, and I haven't budged from it. I love Yardbook, and it's free. What can I say? I do not get paid for this. Yardbook has no clue that I'm doing this, and they may even get pissed. I don't know. I'm taking a chance. I don't care. It's a very good app, and it's basic, and it works. So they go to lunch break. They drive to McDonald's. They clock out from driving. Boom, lunch break. You get 30 minutes, or you get an hour lunch, whatever. Clock back in, boom. You need to take a break. Say we work a 10-hour day. I'm going to give you a 15-minute, maybe an hour, and another 15-minute, or a 15-minute and a 30-minute and a 20-minute break at the end of the day. Whatever. It just depends on the situation, what the humidity is like, what's the heat like. I'm not all about busting balls on my employees, and in my full-time employment, I don't bust their balls either. But they will work for me, and I will sweat with them in either one of my businesses, or in my job or my business. I will sweat with them, because in my mind, sweat equity earns respect. I've been in this business. I've been in management for logistics for the world's largest retailer, and I've been there for 17 years. So I started at the bottom. I worked my way up, got a supervisor position 6 years in, and it's been on since then. I quickly moved up into manager, and I've been a manager since. The only reason why I haven't moved up further is because my wife went back to college. She got her 2 degrees, got her master's degree, and I'm to the point now where I got 17 years in with the company. I'm pretty comfortable doing what I'm doing, and I'm happy. But I started my lawn care business, and it's a whole new world. Working for yourself is a whole new world to me, and I love every minute of it. When I'm sweating my ass off, when I've got dust blowing up in my face, I mean, it sucks, but at the end of the day, it's the best thing I've ever done for myself in my life. So, back to Yardbook. So we're done. We got all the time clock features, brakes, lunch, general driving. It's amazing, and I cannot wait to use it in 2016. Next, oh, I guess I did do. So here's some of the time clock features, and I messed with those earlier at my full-time job when I was on lunch. So 8 hours. I did the enter manually. So say I've got an 8-hour day. That's generic. I will not do that. I just did it to try it out. I will not allow my employees to do that either. If that happens, they will be verbally warned, and I will have a write-up policy. So we'll go that route later on down the line, way later. So as you can see, I just clocked in, clocked out real quick, just tried it out. So there's lunch, there's your general, and there's your driving time. And see how it logs it for you? All of this stuff, say I'm at my full-time job, say we're 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road, and I'm at my full-time job or I'm at another location, I can look and see, hey, why didn't Mike Smith take his full 30 minutes or his full hour lunch? You know, he needs to do that. I don't care. I want him to have, that's his time. All of this stuff here, the lunch and the breaks, that's his time that he's earned, or she, if you are a female in the lawn care world. But you can look at that because it all syncs. It's like automatic. It syncs. When they put it in there a few seconds later, it syncs up. I can check in on it. Awesome. All right, so enough with the time clock. Now let's go to properties. You can take a photo. I've done this with one of my customers, but I just didn't care to do it with the rest of them. Plus, it's it's December. It's December 30th. What? I'm not going to go out and take pictures. I mean, I have pictures of yards, but you can put photos of the houses. So when Mike Smith is driving along, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to Susie's house. Oh, that's what her house looks like. Susie's house is purple with yellow stripes on it. Wow, that's crazy. How can you miss that? Oh, there's Susie's house when he gets down to her house or to her street." But this all syncs up from the software, and it syncs up right to the app, so you don't have to do anything other than hit sync, which I believe mine did it automatically the first time. Customers, your whole customer database, all their information, their name, their phone number, their address, and as you can see, you got your little icons there. You have everything you need. If you want to add, angle you down a little bit right there. There's a little add. Boom, add. You can add a customer. Say you're out mowing grass and Laverne's neighbor comes over, Jim, and he's like, "Hey, can you mow my grass?" "Hell yeah, Jim, I can mow your grass." You can add him automatically, boom, right into your database, and guess what? It automatically syncs with your software, so when you get home, you can create an invoice for Jim. Awesome. Next up, let me go back here. Yeah, remember earlier I showed you this, and I showed you the little Google icon. Basically, now you see it's list mode. That is right here. This is list mode for your customers. This is Google Map mode for your customers. It's, if you touch it, it shows all their information. And I believe if you have a picture and you touch it, it'll bring up the picture of the property or the house. So this is, your customers. And you can see, they're not really close together, but this really isn't a big town. I'm in a rural town, so it's not that big a deal to drive across town. You can also see all jobs, filter jobs, routes. That's some other stuff we'll talk about. Route. Now, you can create a route, and I've done it in Yardbook just to check it out, and it maximizes. You put all your properties in, you just drag and drop all the properties you want, and it will give you the route, the fastest route to and from my house around to my customers and back, saving me time. So that's another thing that I'll be using because I plan on at least doubling my customers for 2016. I've already added 3, so I ended the year with, 10 or 11? So the plan is to have easily 20 to 25, and that's going to be easy for next year. So custom routes, you can create custom routes, and when you hit that, it will bring them up, and you label them and say, Monday route, boom, Monday route, take off. And Mike Smith that you hired, Mike, just go to routes. Here's your Monday route. Boom, Mike, go make me money. So that's awesome. Next up is the very last tab. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the filter. This filter. And you can filter by job, by task, by visit, by status, active, completed, canceled, employee, or the crew. and save. So I can say, Mike, right here, you're on A crew, which is my crew. We're the best crew, Mike. But you know, I can save that, and he can open up on his app, and he can click on active, and it will show him, boom, all the active jobs that he has for Monday. Pretty awesome. And sync, like I've been talking about, sync. It tells you when it was last successfully synced, what time it was, and there's the little button you can push, boom, 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 which I think I hit it like 2 or 3 times quickly when I took the screenshot, whatever. But you can hit sync. And that, my friends, is Yardbook beta. This is in beta, the app. It is not available for download. It is beta. But this is Yardbook in a nutshell. I love it. Hands down, love it. And I can't compare it to anything else because I've never used anything else. But it does everything I need it to do. It functions perfectly. It is cloud-based, which means all of my information that I need is at the touch of my thumb with my cell phone. That's all I have right now. I got some more updates that I'll be putting on the channel. I'm going to try to drag it out here to get through the winter time. And, you know, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. This, again, is all about building my lawn care company from scratch. Guys, Rusty Everidge, go by the Mowlitia here. Everidge Lawn Care on Twitter, at Everidge Lawn Care. On Instagram, Everidge Lawn Care. On Facebook, Everidge Lawn Care LLC, I think is what it is. And what we have now is our own website, www.everidgelawncare.com. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. You know, share me up. Try to get me out there. If anybody that follows you or you follow you think might be interested in this app or this video, please send a link to them and let them check it out. Guys, I appreciate all the support. I am excited, so damn excited for 2016. And that's it. We're out. Have a good night.